As I was getting ready, I was just thinking about this. I'm 38 years old, okay? And I just realized 10 years ago, when I was 28 years old, was when my health, I felt like I was rock bottom at that point. I had a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old at the time. My husband was in PA school. I was the only breadwinner. I worked full time, and my body felt terrible, stressed, couldn't lose weight. I exhausted. I hurt. I felt terrible. So it's kind of been interesting to think about the last 10 years for me. The thing is I don't think I looked bad in that picture at all, but my eyes, you could see it in my eyes how just drained, completely drained I was at that phase of my life. And it's kind of hard to go back to that, to feel that, and to remind myself of how that felt. It was a year that I really knew how big of a role hormones played, and I knew I needed to figure it out. I had breastfed the entire previous year and kept gaining weight the whole time when everybody else was like, oh, I lose weight while I'm breastfeeding, and I just want to flip them off because that doesn't happen to me. Because I'm horribly sick while pregnant. I feel really, really good postpartum, and then I just keep gaining weight until the babies are a year old. And weight is not everything. Weight is not everything. I feel like I've never really matched my weight. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I've never looked what I weigh, but I just did not feel good. Over the course of the next few years, I spent so much time studying to help myself and figuring it out for myself, and really going down the integrative medicine, shall we call it, rabbit hole, learning all about hormones, all about lifestyle and how it all intertwines, and then actually getting the right lab data to help the millions of women who struggle. So the things that had to change for myself to help myself get better. I had to learn to prioritize sleep, no more like staying up late and blaming it on XYZ. So I needed to prioritize sleep. I needed to learn to love, and I still don't love them. I needed to learn to appreciate vegetables. Recovering picky eater here. I needed to change my thought processes around exercise, and exercise was not about being thin, it was about being strong. And it just needs to be a part of my life and not a diet plan or a weight loss plan. Those are the main things that had to change for me to be able to change. So over the course of those 3 years, I was able to get physically fit for the first time in my life. I was able to have energy. I felt so good. So many things improved. And I just felt so much better. Like so much better. And then I felt like I was at a place that I could physically have another baby. And so, as I've said, pregnancy is very rough for me. And then breastfeeding is also a rough little journey for me too. So I repeated that process, but the beautiful thing was because I focused on all of that self-work before pregnancy, it was much better. I still got horribly sick the whole entire time, but my recovery process was much better. And because I knew what to do, it was so much more streamlined. all in all, I feel so much better at 38 than I ever did at 28. So I see people all of the time being very concerned about getting older in another decade or whatever. And if 48 even feels remotely better than 38, I'm here for it. Honestly. Honestly, I'm bring it on.